I hope you've all been enjoying the Star Wars Battlefront beta because of course it's now ended and we gotta wait until the game's full release next month. It had over 9 million players in total, which is just crazy, and I think it's going to be very interesting to see how the beta feedback changes the game in terms of balance. If you played throughout the beta, you'll know that when it first started, the Imperials would win on Hoth most of the time, but after the community discovered that you could almost completely kill an AT-AT from full health with an orbital strike pickup, the Rebels started winning a lot more. It's certainly going to be tricky to even it all out. Don't worry though, the Battlefront news train continues and we've at least got some new information on some more game modes we can expect when the full game launches, and let's start with Droid Run. Droid Run sees 3 GNK droids dotted around the map which players have to find and capture. Here's the fun part though. They move around. I wouldn't expect them to just shuffle off all over the place, mind you. They do move very slowly, but apparently they're going to move around just a little bit, so you've got to be aware of where they are. Run over to them and capture the droids to win the game for your team. It's a 6v6 game mode, so the maps are fairly small, and that's by design. Think domination type size from Battlefield 4 and you won't be too far off. As you would expect, you'll be playing the game mode on Tatooine, Endor, Hoth, Sullust and Jakku when that launches in December. Level designer Dennis Brandval even references the Ice Caves map on Hoth. Look out for those Wampa Caves. And also, this screenshot was released of Droid Run on Tatooine. Looks gorgeous, kind of like a nighttime setting as well, and you can see some Jawas in the background there, so that's pretty cool. Next we have Cargo. Cargo is an interesting one because it's essentially a tug of war, but it's based around Capture the Flag with of course a few key differences. So traditionally in Capture the Flag you've got to get the enemy's flag from their base and take it back to your own base to score a point. And of course your flag must also be present at your base for you to score. However, on Cargo in Battlefront this works slightly different. Each team has important cargo stored at their base and the enemy team must steal it and take it back to their own base. The difference is that you don't need your own cargo present to score a point. So even if the enemy has taken some of your cargo, you can still score. The scoring system itself is also slightly different because of this. Each team starts the game with 5 points and every time you score, you gain a point and the enemy loses 1. If you're ahead when the game time runs out, you win. The game mode certainly means there are 2 aspects here for each team to be successful. A good attacking element of your team, but also a nice blend of defending as well, because you're going to need both if you want to win. And this game mode is 6v6, but what's interesting is that because of the style of the game mode and its tendency to lend towards symmetrical map design, the maps have been designed specifically for this game mode, which is pretty awesome. And that's something that we haven't always seen in previous DICE games, and certain game modes, like Rush in particular, have suffered because of it. We also got the name of one of the cargo maps, Rebel Depot, and this particular one is based on Tatooine. It's using a Rebel base sort of style from Hoth as the inspiration, and its design is based around 3 lanes of fighting, but wait for it, in the middle you'll find none other than the Millennium Falcon. And whilst you might not be able to fly it in this mode, you can certainly glance at its beauty, maybe go inside and even jump back on top of it. Please DICE, let's go inside. The next mode that DICE have revealed is a pretty exciting one called Hero Hunt. This one involves 8 players and 1 player is chosen at random at the start of the game to be a hero. It sounds like that you can pick the hero that you want to play as, so at the moment we know it's Darth, Luke and Boba Fett, they're the ones that have been announced. The remaining 7 players then play as stormtroopers from the opposite side and fight to take the hero down. If you're the one to deliver the killing blow, you actually will take the place of the hero and then have the big target on your back. It's a really different game mode from anything else out there in the game, and it means that you've got to know what tools you have at your disposal as that particular hero. But also when you're hunting them, knowing how that hero plays can dictate exactly how you try and defend and attack against it. There's also going to be pickups for the people hunting the hero, so stuff like smart rockets, thermal imploders, infantry turrets. You're going to have to watch out for all of that when you're playing as the hero. Also, it sounds like that when you get to play as a hero in this game mode, the timer won't run out. It would make sense that you'll stay as the hero until you're either killed or the round ends, and you can also play as the hero as many times as you want, so if you do get to play as Luke and you die, don't worry, you'll probably still get another chance to play as them again before the round is over, if you manage to kill a hero. I do have a small concern with this game mode though, and it revolves around killing the hero. And what I mean is, what if you've done like a ton of damage to the hero in one particular round and you're about to kill them and take over your childhood dreams as Boba Fett, and then someone comes around the corner and fires one blaster shot at Darth Vader and takes him down. Of course that player has then dealt the final blow and will become the hero in the next round, and you're probably going to be pretty mad. I think one possible option would be to include a damage percentage, so when the hero dies, whoever dealt the most damage gets the most chance to play as them. But I do see why this might not be ideal, especially for new players to the game, because if they get the final shot on the hero and don't get to play as him, which is what's advertised, then that could actually end up being slightly confusing, so it's going to be a tricky one. So there we go guys, that's a roundup of the latest news. Let me know your thoughts of the beta down in the comments below. Did you enjoy it? Did you think the Rebels were OP? Did you think the Imperials were OP? Just generally, what was your experience of it? As always, thank you so much for watching guys. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.